Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano video, and this one's going to be a little bit different. We're going to start out looking at the overall Cardano native asset market, some of the stats over the last 7 days with DEXs and traders, and see where the activity actually is. I've also taken the data from the top 10, fed that into ChatGPT, got some analysis on all of them tokens, recommendations from it, and I've given it a budget and told it I want to trade X amount of ADA and asked it for recommendations. Towards the end of this, I will place them trades, and next week we'll come back and have a look and see was ChatGPT right and see where we are then. If people are interested, maybe I'll turn this into a weekly video where every Monday we come in, analyze the market, let ChatGPT give us some recommendations and see where it goes from there. If you get value, please do share it out, give the video a like, subscribe if you're new. I do appreciate it. Let's jump into it. Okay, starting out looking at tap tools for the overview of the markets. If we look at the trending tokens, you have Splash, which launched their Splash token yesterday. There was 24 hours of a pre-sale. It went live yesterday. Currently, the DEX is paused. That's not something you should really be saying is the DEX is paused. But the way that they have done that is the contracts are open. Anybody can access the contracts. But like other Cardano DEXs, there are batchers associated with this, or like other AMM DEXs, there are batchers on this. And currently Splash have not released the code for anyone else to actually run the batchers. So they're running the only batcher because this was all part of the testing for rolling out the DEX and the new way of doing things. Once they fix the bugs, which should be later today, maybe even by the time you see this video, they are going to start opening out who can run the batchers. They're going to put it out that anybody can run it. I will run one when the code is available, and anybody else will be able to. Maybe I'll do a video on that too. And once that happens, then it's easy for anyone to come in and do it, and they can't actually pause it then at that point. You also have IUSD trending, WMT, SNEC, AGIX, and IAG. If you look actually for looking at the gainers for the last 7 days, let's take a look at ADA markets. So if we change this to 7 days, I like the visualization just of being able to see it here. And if you look here, there's a lot of red. There are 36 tokens down and 14 up against ADA for the last 7 days. If you look at some of the biggest losers, you have SOC. That's all down to the Ape Society leaving Cardano, going to base. I covered that in last Friday's update. So you can see here that just before the announcement, there was a bit of a push up in the price, and then it completely tanked once people seen what was happening and the uncertainty around the SOC token and some of the other NFTs. You also have Fluid tokens down 25% against ADA. Not sure if there's specific reasons, but I had a good chat with Raul, or El Raulito from Twitter. He's from the Fluid tokens team last week, about what they're doing with Bitcoin and the potential way of bringing liquidity in there. So I'll push that one out tomorrow on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed for that. CGIX down, CNCT down, and Gens all down over 20%. If you're looking for the gainers, they're a little bit harder to find at the minute. CBLP is up nearly 10%. They launched their new testnet a few days ago, so that would help there. You have WMT up Sunday, up 5.8. That would be linked to the V3 of the DEX going live and people liking what they're seeing with lower fees and a bit of potential there. IBTC up 9%. If we look actually at the ADA BTC chart, so you can see ADA down against Bitcoin in the last few days, still really in this range where we're hoping to get some support just below 700 sats right now. Really, we do need to start seeing some support at this level before pushing to the upside. Bitcoin having a nice push up last week, midweek, due to some of the rates announcements that was coming out, and since then has been looking fairly good. Nice push on Monday morning to put us above 67,000 again. We'll see how that one goes for the next few days. But coming back to tap tools, the top 10 still consists of AGIX, WMT, SNEC, MELD, COPI, IAG, NTX, MIN, BUCK, and LenFi. And actually Indie coming in at number 11. So these are the 11 tokens that I put into ChatGPT. And if we look down through it here, so you can see AGIX, I asked it, I gave it screenshots of the 1 hour and the daily candles and asked it for some analysis and for a recommendation in the short term. So in the short term for AGIX, it said, given the overbought condition, the hourly chart, we might see a short-term pullback or sideways movement at price consolidations. This could bring the price down to test lower levels, possibly around $2 or slightly above. Now that was because I hadn't told it that this was the AIG ADA chart. I've done that for the rest of them, so I thought I was talking about dollars, but it doesn't matter. The patterns are still the same for it looking at it from a technical standpoint. So it said short term, early week, potential consolidation or pullback due to overbought hourly. Mid to long term, likely rebound or upward movement due to oversold daily conditions, targeting 210 or 2.2. So that would be ADA. So let's see what was next. Then we had the WMT chart. So the analysis, again, you can pause the screen here and read some of this if you want. The prediction for the week, short term, given the oversold condition in the hourly chart, we might see a short term rebound or sideways movement. This could bring the price up to test higher levels, possibly around 0.7. So that was if it attempts to recover. Mid to end of the week, let's see. If the support around 0.688 holds, we could see the price move up towards 0.73 to 0.75 ADA. We'll see where that goes we'll see where that goes next Monday and see if some of this predictions was right. And look, this is only from a technical standpoint. So this is just based on the charts that I've given it. So it has the movements, it has the volume, it has the RSI. So it can do it from a technical standpoint. But like we talk about here, if there are some fundamental news, if WMT come out with something or AGIX came out with something, that could completely move the markets outside of what we're seeing from a technical standpoint. So next up we have, this was SNEC. So the recommendation for SNEC, or the summary, potential consolidation or minor pullbacks due to slightly overbought hourly, and the mid to long term, likely pullback or consolidation due to the overbought daily conditions, targeting support levels of 0.0022 to 0.002 if current levels do not hold. It's important to monitor the key support and resistance and watch for any significant changes in trading volume or external news that could impact the price movement. So just what we're talking about there, that any external events could have a big impact that looking just purely at technical analysis doesn't give you. You then have MELD, and I'm going to scroll through this slowly so that you can actually pause it and look through it. Let me know if we do this in a weekly video, if you'd like me to try and read through these or just give the overall summary towards the end. So that would be MELD. Then I done it for IAG, and again you can pause this if you want. Summary, potential rebound or sideways movement due to oversold hourly conditions. Next we had NTX, NewNet, and the summary here. Likely uptrend movement due to approaching oversold daily conditions. Next we had the MIN token, and the MIN token is going to be listed on its first centralized exchange, or I'm not sure actually if that's happened. So that's potentially external news that ChatGPT wouldn't have here. But the mid to long term, which is the end of the week, likely consolidation or slight pullback due to approaching overbought daily conditions. Then we have the Book token, Book.io. The mid to long term, likely consolidation or slight rebound due to neutral daily conditions. Then we have, let's see what else we have. This one is the LenFi token. Likely consolidation or slight rebound due to neutral daily conditions. Then I had, what was the next one? Indy. And the Indy token is likely upward movement due to oversold daily conditions. So then I asked it, if I had 1,000 data, which I have in a wallet now and I'm going to trade, then what would it recommend buying? So it gave me the selected assets to purchase out of the 11. AGIX showing potential for uptrend movement due to oversold. WMT, potential for rebound and continued upward movement. MELD, likely to see a rebound due to oversold daily conditions. NTX, potential for a rebound from oversold conditions. Indy, oversold on the daily time frame, suggesting a potential for rebound. Allocation, it said to put 200 ADA into each of them. The justification, video's gone on a bit in time, so I'll let you guys read this and pause it if you want. The summary then was just the allocation, and then I did ask it if I was to only do 4, what would it be? And then it just dropped Indy off that. So depending on, now I'm not telling anybody to follow this. This is not my price predictions. This is all the analysis of ChatGPT. So ChatGPT didn't say it, but no financial advice here on any of this. This is just an experiment. We're hoping to get funded to look a lot deeper into this and look at other LLM models and automate a lot of this process with ADA Markets. So some of that will hopefully come over the next few months, but this was just part of something I was interested to see how it would do. So let's go and try and place these trades then and see how it goes next week. So if I come over to ADA Markets, and this was one of the test ones, I'm going to remove this for the minute. This is the new basket feature, which isn't live as I record this. This is on our internal testing. Hopefully in the next few days we will get this out live because it supports some of the new dexes. Also has a few nice new features in it, but it's easy for me to place the multiple trades in one. So if I come in and add a trade, the first one I think is AGIX. So ChatGPT told me to put 200 ADA into AGIX, add to basket. I'm going to add another trade here. The next trade was WMT. So let's go with WMT. And I'm going to put 200 ADA into WMT. You can see it's actually routing it through SundaeSwap v3, which is one of the new supported dexes. Then we have Meld. Then we have Meld. Then I look at 200 ADA going into this. It's going through, see the difference here? Actually, this is going through SundaeSwap v1. So this will always pick the best price, takes fees and everything into account. So then I look at, why do I keep forgetting? Meld, NTX and Indy. So NTX. I'm going to put 200 ADA into NTX. That's going through MinSwap. And I'm going to put this one on Indy. So then 200 ADA into Indy. And it's routing this one through MuesliSwap. So click on Add to Basket. And you can see works out the refundable deposit, the batcher fee. The refundable is what you always send. I get that back. The batchers then are the batcher fees that are paid to each DEX. Click on Confirm Swap and I get the pop-up in the other screen. I can show you here. So let's put in my password and sign. And the swap basket submitted. Maybe we should have another pop-up here saying that the trade is submitted, but that is the swap submitted now. And next week we will check back in on that and see how the trade goes, what happens with the results on it. What I'll do is maybe sell off all them assets next week, see what ADA we have back in the wallet. Currently that wallet has 1050 ADA. So once I sell the assets next week, we'll see where it is, then see if we've made a profit and ask ChatGPT for some analysis and maybe some new tokens next week. If there's tokens you'd like me to ask it about next week, let me know down below. Thanks for watching. Hope you got some value, some interest out of this one. Subscribe if you're new. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon.